Well, Katanga's trial has been viewed as a test of the ability of prosecutors at the International Criminal Court. It's only the third verdict the court has handed down since it was set up in 2002. In 2012, Congolese rebel leader Thomas Lubanga was sentenced to 14 years for recruiting child soldiers. Later that year, Katanga's co-accused was acquitted. At least 5 cases have collapsed for a lack of evidence. Others currently on trial or due to stand trial for crimes against humanity are Ivory Coast former President Laurent Gbagbo, former DRC Vice President Jean-Pierre Bemba, Congolese rebel leader Bosco Ntaganda, and Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. So joining us via Skype to discuss the verdict is Geraldine Mattioli-Zeltner from Human Rights Watch. Good to have you with us. Can you give us a sense of the significance of the ICC's conviction, particularly given that Katanga was cleared of allegations of rape and sexual slavery?
Yes, I think the judgment today is a mixed judgment. As was made clear in your report, he was convicted for some of the crimes, not convicted for some others. He was not convicted as a perpetrator of the crimes, but as an accomplice to the crime. So there have been changes in the accusations against Katanga. No matter all of that, I think it remains significant for the victims of the Bogoro massacre that some measure of justice and some measure of truth have been found today through this decision at the ICC.
So some measure of truth has been found, but we know that there has been criticism against the International Criminal Court for being slow and ineffective. Do you think that that criticism is justified? And what more could we do? We were just listing some of the others that are currently due to stand on trial. In what way could the ICC perhaps act on some of that criticism?
Yes, I think the criticism is only partially justified. As you've explained, the ICC is currently investigating in 8 different countries. 8 different countries where the situation on the ground is extremely complicated. So I think it's not surprising that it does take time for the ICC to complete the investigations and to go through trials of extremely complicated crimes. It's not surprising to me that it's taken until now to have 3 judgments at the ICC, and there are a number of other cases ongoing, as you've explained. That being said, of course, we want the court to be a model of justice, and there are things that can be done to improve the pace of proceedings, to improve also the quality of investigations by the Office of the Prosecutor. The judges are looking at some ways to expedite proceedings, and certainly we are looking to the Office of the Prosecutors to increase the quality of their investigations moving forward.
And you're saying that not all of this criticism is justified, and yet Katanga is just the second person to be convicted by the court since it was set up in 2002. You were saying that they could perhaps take extra steps to speed up the process. Can you just take us through what can be done on a practical level?
Yes, I think, the judges are looking at very technical aspects of things that are taking currently a bit too long in the proceedings. I'm thinking of translation or other aspects that have taken too long. So those are technical things. But I think overall it's important to remember that justice takes a long time. If you look at national courts, it's often not much better, and trials do take time. So I think there are things that can be done, but the ICC will never be a court where accused can be tried in a matter of a few weeks.
It's good to get your thoughts on this. Geraldine Mattioli-Zeltner from Human Rights Watch, thank you.